Alrighty, all you Red Dogs fans, this is another installment of the Dog Pound. I am Rick Franceschina, starting left fielder and voice of the Red Dogs, with my co-host Roy Franceschina, also a member of the Red Dogs and utility player. How we doing, guys? It's been a good couple of weeks. I know we have not been on air a whole lot due to the busy schedule of the Red Dogs now with both the Hickory Hills League and the Orland Park League. So we're going to catch you up on some of the activities and what we've been doing in those leagues. As well as we have, we're going to have a special guest later on. Matt Zimmer's coming in to on the Dog Pound to he has some big announcement that he wants to let you guys know about. So we're going to have him on later on in the show. But first and foremost, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the Hickory Hills League. For all of you guys that have not been following, as of right now, we are 2-5 in the Hickory Hills League. We ended up losing a game last week. Was it a doubleheader last week, Roy?
It was not.
It was not a doubleheader. A lot of doubleheaders in that league. I can't remember which ones are which. I just remember getting our asses kicked a whole lot. So last week we ended up getting slaughtered. It was not good, and overall, it was a rough one. One of the worst losses in Red Dogs history, I'd have to say, Roy.
Yeah, I mean, we're just not used to losing this way. So, I mean, again, we talked about it a little bit last week, but nothing's changing. We just keep getting slaughtered in that league. So, obviously, we're not doing something right, or we're just playing a lot better competition. But it's no fun going out there and getting your ass beat every freaking week. We had some issues last game,
On both sides of the ball, both
sides.
offensively and defensively, we've just struggled as a whole. And it's just been a rough league, and we have been informed by the Red Dogs Network and the higher ups that we will no longer be covering the Hickory Hills League on the Dog Pound anymore, just due to the negativity that's surrounding that league. We just don't want to act like it's happening, but it is. So we're going to move on to the Orland Park League, which is going absolutely phenomenally. We dropped our first game of the year, and since then we have won 5 straight. This past week we faced a team that had 9 players, but we took care of business. We went out there and we scored some runs. We played good on both sides of the ball. We ended up winning that game. I can't even remember what the score was, Roy.
I want to say it was like 16-7 or 8. It was back and forth until like the 6th or maybe the 7th inning. We got 9 runs. We broke it open, so it should not have been that close that late in the game. But we finally got our big inning, and that last inning was a breather. So again, it hurt them that they had to take an out every time they got to a 10th batter. That really did hurt them.
Oh, honestly, Roy, it got out of us. We had some jams, and that extra out helped us out tremendously. And I will say, if that team did have 10 players, it would have been a lot closer. I don't know if we would have pulled out the win necessarily, but the game would have been a lot closer if they had 10 players, due to just the fact of we hit a lot of balls in the gaps. And if they have 4 outfielders compared to 3, I don't know if some of those balls are dropping. So we come out with a win. We took care of business. We could play a little bit better, but overall it was a solid win, and we'll take wins anytime we can get them at this point. Now we have an off week next week because of July 4th weekend. So the next time we'll be taking the field will be the second weekend of July. So we're looking at it's a bit of an off time for us, and I think that would just be good for the team because I think we need some rest. Right? Would you agree with that, Roy?
Yeah, we're pretty much exhausted. We're not getting along really well, mainly because of the Hickory Hills League and the way we've played in that league, and it's kind of luckily hasn't really spilled over to the Orland League as much yet. But there's some tension on the team. It's not really fun playing when you're getting your ass beat. Not once but twice in a day. So I think it's going to be nice for us to get this little breather here and get some time to ourselves and regroup.
Well, I think it's good just because we didn't really expect how much physically taxing a second league would be on the body and of the mind. So, especially too when you're losing games like we are in the Hickory Hills League, I think it's good that you get a break like this. Because to be honest, we've been spending a lot of time together with the Red Dogs. The whole team has been together a lot. And I think it's good that we get some time away just to spend with the families, with our other friends. It's just good, I think, if we take a step back, maybe refresh the batteries a little bit, recharge, and get back on it in the second week of July. So I think it's good that we kind of have the break. It's well needed. It's been a rough go at it for the first couple weeks in the Hickory Hills League, but the Orland Park League has gone pretty well. But overall, I think a break will help. So moving on to the next topic of business, I want to bring on our special guest, Matt Zimmer. He's going to join us on the Dog Pound right now. He mentioned to us that he had a big announcement and he wanted to say it directly to the Red Dog Nation. So. Matt Zimmer, it's good to have you back on the Dog Pound. It's been a while since you've joined us, but we're a bit curious to hear what this announcement is.
Hold on, you know me and my crazy hair.
Yeah,
this thing. Yeah. So this
over, Roy. I can't. Let the man in. He's not even in the shot. Goodness gracious, he's got a big announcement here, and you're hogging the spotlight.
I got to drink my grog here. It's refreshing, revitalizing. So at this point, I would like to announce my formal retirement from the Red Dogs team as an active player. But yeah, that's the big announcement I'm bringing you guys today.
Okay, wow, that's I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming. But so for the Red Dog Nation, what are some of the reasons why you're hanging up the cleats?
I just had my 27th birthday. I'm getting old. I wanted to retire before my body gave out on me, go out on my own terms. Especially this season, a lot of guys are suffering from injuries. Mm-hmm. Roy gets hurt like every other day.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah. I think Carmody just pulled his hammy or something. That's pretty brutal. Mm-hmm. And then there's still an attacker out there at large. And what if I'm the next target? I don't want to deal with that. No.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've kind of thought about this for a while. Then it's been on your mind.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this one for a while. It was a tough decision to make, but I feel like it's a smart one. I got a family to think about. Starting.
Oh,
I got to think about starting.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you thought about it for a while and you came to the decision. So we all know being a Red Dog player, it's a very busy schedule for us. And now you're going to have a lot of free time, knowing that you're not going to be playing and everything. So, that leads to the question of what's the future hold for Matt Zimmer.
Well, I will still be on as the president and CEO of the Red Dogs Network. Mm-hmm. I'm going to focus more of my time to that, bringing new content to the fans, more stuff they can enjoy. I'll still be active as a fan at Red Dogs games. Mm-hmm. I know we were talking about maybe doing some live commentary during the game. We're still we're workshopping that one, but we'll get on that.
So it sounds like you're stepping away from the field, but you're still going to be an active member of the Red Dogs organization.
Absolutely. Once a Red Dog, always a Red Dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. So, okay, there you have it, guys. The Red Dogs exclusive. Matt Zimmer is hanging up the cleats and the glove, and he's just going to be a suit and tie guy now, I guess, for the Red Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to be a suit, yeah.
For the Red Dogs Network. So, there he goes. It's we have it's been another great edition of the Dog Pound. Matt Zimmer saying his retirement. We got a couple weeks off ahead of us. We got the July 4th weekend off. I think Mangerson might be having a possible pool party, the first annual Red Dogs pool party. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise we have a week off. We might cover some practice if we have practice in this. But until then, guys, we'll see you in a couple weeks. It's been another great edition of the Dog Pound. And as always, keep on barking.